They say the suit makes me more than a soldier.
Mr. Kozak, what makes a game addicting?
For me, what makes a game addicting is I think the ability to play with other people, right? I actually play Modern Warfare and games like that, and I actually never have played the campaign, and I've only played online. I play online with some of my friends, with some of the other teachers in this school, as well as friends I've had from high school that we've played games with, video games with, over probably for over 30 years I've played games with the same people, which sounds super lame, but I'm happy to admit that.
Uh, Mr. Baker, do you think gaming addiction in West Van is a problem?
I would say that it's becoming a problem, yes. The thing with West Vancouver is you have students who have access to all those different devices because their parents can afford them. And so you see students who are using iPads to play games in class, iPhones, and then you know everybody has an Xbox or a PlayStation. So it may not be a problem right now, but you're starting to see it creep into the classroom where students are more into that video game than they are into the lessons.
Mr. Baker, do you think gaming addiction is affecting the schoolwork for class?
Definitely, right? You're starting to see students who they can't sit and focus on a lesson without having a device in front of them that they want to play with, right? And we see it in our own iPad cohort. There are certain students who, no matter what the teacher's doing, they want to have that iPad and they're playing on it, right? And so that's a form of gaming addiction. And when it gets to the point where you can no longer focus on the bigger picture, which is your learning, and all you want to do is you want to play that video game, that's what addiction is, right? So yeah, it's certainly affecting learning in the classroom. And it's only going to get worse because we have Wi-Fi in the school, which means more and more students are bringing iPads, iPhones, Blackberries, whatever, into the classroom, and they're going to have that distraction. Now, what you need to learn is self-regulation. You need to understand that when the teacher's talking and I'm partaking in a lesson, the iPad needs to go away, or the iPad needs to be used for, like in Miss Winger's class, she's giving you a PowerPoint. You've got that PowerPoint open. It's not I have my PowerPoint open and below I've got my YouTube and I've got my video game and I've got my Facebook and I'm flipping back and forth. Because there's studies that have been done through universities that have shown these students have said, oh, I can multitask, no problem. And then professors have tested them on their ability to multitask, and you know what? They can't do it. And so you see students sitting there with their laptops in front of a lecture, and they've got several apps open at once, and they're trying to go from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and focus on a professor at the same time. It doesn't work. As much as you think it works, it doesn't. And so learning is starting to decrease with the more devices that students are using.
Okay, so are gaming addictions a problem even though they're not recognized as an official addiction?
What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, I
So,
think so too.
so first off, I'm not an addictions expert. I'm a school psychologist, but because I'm a school psychologist, I work with all problems that affect learning. As you guys know, gaming addiction affects learning because you stay up all night gaming. You don't want to go to school the next day, so you skip, or you come in sleeping in class, all those problems, right? So there probably are some studies done out there, and you guys can look on the web and stuff and see, that I don't know about. What I do know about is the anecdotal evidence. That is, kids I see in this school and the other schools here in West Vancouver, and I talk to all the school counselors all the time. I talk to all the youth workers. So I'm gathering lots of information from people about kids they're seeing and stuff. So I definitely see that it's a problem, right? I know about kids who, it's, for whatever reason, at this point in their life, it's a meaningful activity. It's fun, it's exciting, it keeps them going, it gives them something to do at night. You know, I mean, they maybe even gives you a crowd to hang out with, right? You got these people that you're talking with as you're gaming all over the world or whatever, that probably doesn't matter whether it's poker you're playing or whether it's you know, a first-person shooter game that you're part of a team. It's still a group of people that you're connecting with. So it could be lots of reasons why it's a problem, but I definitely see it as a problem that affecting kids, their school performance really affected here. Sleep problems often lead to more serious mental health problems. So if we're not sleeping, we're not feeling that great. And so as soon as you disrupt people's sleep patterns, then other parts of the brain, how we handle other things like just the regular stresses of life, we're not as good at handling those. And then we're more likely to develop depression or anxiety disorder or something. So I really don't like it when people are messing with their sleep routines. And that's what happens with gaming addictions often, because so much of it is done late at night. And I remember playing my son's Xbox game. Who's the little Mario? You know, one of those little things. Yeah, right. When he was a little boy, and I had to just turn it off and get away from it because I was like, this is just too addicting. This is like too much fun. I had the same experience later on when I played his one of his World War II first-person shooter games. It was like, oh God, this is just too exciting. This is too much fun. This is going to waste my time. I got to turn. I just put it away.
Am I addicted to gaming? Probably not, but there has been a time when it'll be, you know, 12 o'clock at night and I'm still playing, and I realize I need to turn it off. But I enjoy that time as time with my friends and time doing something semi-productive.
So we're here with Michael Barker, a former gaming addiction addict, and we're just have a few questions for him. Michael, now what games do you play?
I like to play a bit of that good old RuneScape. Level 300. 2.
Pretty nice. Now, how long did it take you to get to that?
About 12 months without leaving my house.
That's good. So would you consider yourself having a gaming addiction?
Not really. I think it was pretty worth it. Accomplished a lot in those 12 months.
Disconnect, 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 disconnect. Another internet addict reclaims his life. Now it's your turn.